Good morning, guys. Like I said, man, we're gonna get back on this live so where we can try to get update on this Cactus Play Flea Market dunks, which we will be releasing today, within a few hours. So make sure y'all be ready for that. Um, what's going on with Cactus Play Flea Market with these $400 boxers? Like that's crazy for $400 for some underwear. It's like that's insane way how hyping this move, man. Like, who will pay $400 for a set of underwear? Like, that's crazy to me. But like I said, man, it's just it was just a topic on my mind, especially when it comes to the underwears. But you got the Travis Scotts too. They're coming on the way soon. Definitely, it's upcoming week. It's coming soon, man, on Friday. So. And they got to be ready. Travis Scott will be dropping his release for his fragments. So we'll see if he's going to drop them on his actual website. He can do it today, or also he maybe do it tomorrow. So we don't see how it's gonna work, especially when it comes to these dropping at the same time. Like I said, you got the cactus plant flea markets pack that's about to drop today on their website. So make sure y'all be over there if you don't want to get them now. Make sure y'all have the site up so you can be able to get in that queue because I'm sure they're gonna put a queue up to where it's gonna make it a little bit difficult for a lot of people. So just be mindful that they definitely will be um dropping these soon. So just be mindful. Like it's gonna be crazy how this drop gonna be. Cause like I said, a lot of people are gonna try to go after this shoe. A lot of people been talking about it. It's been up in the air. It's just been crazy the way how the stuff been going, especially when it comes to this particular silhouettes. Especially coming four in a pack. But like I said yesterday on my live, if you stuck around yesterday on my live, they definitely was a interesting shoe. Is it going to bring the hype back for these dunks? Is the air going to come back for the hype for these, like it was with the Panda? So we don't know how it's going to turn out when it comes to just these becoming to be an era now to where they're going to bring back the hype. But at the same time, like I said, you got the Travises are coming too as well. So we don't know what's going to happen. We guys have to figure it out and see what it's going to turn out, especially when it comes to these particular releases. Because, like I said, today you got these crazy releases, especially like I said with these underwears. Like I said, $380, almost $400 for these underwears. I saw it on the website. I'm like, that's insane for some underwears. Somebody actually really paid for those. For Cactus Plant. I mean, it's crazy because I see some people been sell some on sites used. And it's crazy how, a lot of it's 16 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button, man. Let me know y'all in here, man. Like I said, we just talking about these cactus plant flea markets. If you're going after them, be ready. Like I said, definitely be on the site. They definitely gonna be four different colorways. They definitely gonna be crazy. Good morning, Paul. Make sure you hit that like button. Let me know y'all in the chat, man. Subscribe to the channel too as well. Like I said, you got these Nike dunks of the cactus plant flea markets. Good morning, good morning. Hit that like button. Let me know you guys are in here. Like I said, the Cactus Plant flea markets will be dropping soon on their site. It's definitely going to be difficult. Like I said, just be ready for it. They're going to have a queue. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you. Definitely going to be an interesting release for these particular silhouettes. Travis Scott's will be having more update with that too as well. Like I said yesterday, I did a video. Check the video out. Like I said, it's been 40K pairs will be releasing on the sneakers app. Everyone subscribe. Thank you, Paul. Show that shout out. Thank you, Paul. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button on this live. Like I said, definitely gonna be good night. Good night. You have a good night. See you next time. Please, everybody subscribe. Like I said, these Cactus Plant flea markets will be dropping soon. If you're going after those, please make sure y'all be ready, get in that queue, because they will be dropping within a few hours. Like I said, on the website, they have a countdown for these shoes, so just be ready. It's going to come out in four different colorways, so you don't want to miss out. So make sure that y'all be on that site when they'll be able to drop if you're going after those. But at the same time as well, Travis Scott's will be dropping too soon as well, so you don't want to miss out on that because it's definitely going to be the move for a lot of people who want to try to go after those Travises. And like I said, it's only 40,000 pairs total in the whole worldwide. 40,000 pairs. So it's not a lot of pairs, and at the same time, it's going to be very, very limited. So you just want to be in there, and then hopefully, Travis is going to be able to drop them on his website. And also, going to be on, sorry guys, Maury over here. It's gonna be more too on the Sneakers app. So just be ready too on the Sneakers app when it drops there. They probably will upload it today or let alone tomorrow. They probably gonna wait until after Travis drops it on his website. Then Nike gonna drop it, upload it on their website on the sneakers. So just be mindful. Like I said, it's only gonna be 40,000 pairs. So I'm Korean High. Hi, how are you doing? How you doing? Thank you for coming on to the live, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel too as well. Make sure you like this live when we talking, especially because with these Travis Scotts and also with the Cactus Play flea markets. If you're interested in those, like I said, definitely, interesting conversation piece, especially when it comes to this release and let alone, just those boxers and underwears being $400. Like, that's crazy. You look like Daddy Well the Barber. Okay, well, at the same time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. 17 people in the chat. Hit that like button. Let me know you guys are in here. Like I said, overall, like I said, we're talking about these Cactus Play flea markets. These will be dropping soon in a few hours. If you're going after those, make sure y'all be ready for those. Get in that queue because it's going to be a crazy release for these. Like I said, only going to be in 4 different colorways. They definitely going to be around. They're not going to sit around too long, but people are going to start getting them. They're going to try to use a lot of resales going to go after these. They definitely going to. They're gonna go. They definitely gonna go. And then, like I said, you got the Travis Scotts too as well. Those definitely going to be dropping soon. Like I said, Friday. We'll see what's going to happen with that, and definitely going to be interesting release, especially for these. But just be mindful. Like I said, Travis Scott's will be dropping soon. We only going to have 40K pairs, so make sure y'all be mindful that. Make sure y'all have notifications on, especially on the Travis Scott website, so you can be able to get into them emails and be able to just be ready, be prompt, and be ready for these. And then at the same time, it's gonna drop on Sneakers app. So just be ready for that too as well. Cause like I said, it's gonna be crazy how this release gonna be, especially for these two particular releases. And like I said, today you got the Cactus Play flea markets. Those will be dropping in less than 2 hours. So make sure y'all be ready for that. Get on that website. Make sure y'all stay on there and have it up and ready because it's gonna be in the queue. And you got to sit there and wait because I already know that they did that before other releases they did before. They'll put you in this queue. So you gotta sit there and wait. Hopefully you get in line to where you can be able to get it a little bit, a little bit faster. So make sure you just doing it. Also, make sure y'all on more than one device so y'all can be able to get a better chance to try to grab them if you actually trying to go after these today. But like I said, tomorrow probably be Travis Scott, so just be ready for that. I definitely will have an update on that too as well. So make sure y'all be ready for that. And like I said, I did a video on it on a similar update what I'm doing today for tomorrow yesterday. So make sure y'all go over there and check that video out too as well. But like I said, today is about the Cactus Play flea markets and those $400 underwears. If y'all want to go after those, let me know. If y'all trying to go cop those $400 underwears, let me know. Because like I said, that's the most expensive underwears I ain't seen in my life. But some people got it. Some people spend $400 on whatever. But not no underwears, man. Not no underwears. But like I said, guys, like I said, these dunks will be dropping soon. Is it gonna bring the hype back? Is it gonna bring that dunk hype back? Is it gonna bring that Panda Dunk energy back? We don't know. We gonna see how this gonna turn out, especially because of this particular shoe. It's gonna be crazy how this particular shoes is gonna be do anything. I really, really are interested to see how these gonna turn out. But like I said, guys, like I said, we got less than 2 hours for these. Like I said, you want to stick around this live, definitely be great. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be an interesting release for these. Like I said, man, it's gonna be crazy how this gonna turn out. But like I said, guys, it's definitely gonna be crazy how stuff gonna turn out, especially when it comes to just maintaining and trying to get these shoes for retail. Because like I said, you got a lot of bots gonna try to go after these. So just be ready for these. It's definitely gonna be a crazy release today. And let me know what colorways y'all going after. This is 4 different colorways, but I know a lot of people gonna go after like the most colorful one. The black colorway probably gonna go too. They ain't gonna go too fast. Probably be the last one. Probably will sell out, or maybe not. It might be the first one, but it's gonna see. I know the most colorful ones. Those gonna sell out first, cause that's just a more of an eye catcher with the most people. Hi, what's going on? Make sure you hit that like button. Let me know y'all in here. Subscribe to the channel. Or y'all miss out on the release, man. Like especially when it comes to these Travis Scotts. And today with Cactus Play flea markets. These will be dropping soon. So like I said, make sure y'all stay in the loop because we'll be dropping within an hour and a half of those. So be ready for that. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be a crazy release, especially for these Travises. Like I said, I don't see not Travis is not gonna drop these until tomorrow. So because sneakers sure probably will be dropping theirs on Saturday. So just be ready. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be crazy. It's 8 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button. Let me know y'all in here. If y'all trying to go after these Cactus Play flea markets. If not, if you go after Travis Scott, so we'll be dropping soon. Probably on his website, probably tonight or tomorrow night. No later than tomorrow night, he's gonna drop those. Cause I know sneakers probably gonna drop theirs on Saturday. So just be mindful. Sneakers will be dropping Travis Scott soon. So we definitely got the information for that. It will be dropping soon. But like I said, I got it on my last video. Check it out over there when you get the info and the results, especially for trying to obtain those Travis Scott fragments. But like I said, guys, today we talking about those Cactus Play flea markets where we dropping today. If y'all interested in those, let me know in the comments and the lives, and let me know if y'all going after them, if y'all gonna cop them, or y'all gonna pass on them. But like I said, it's gonna be I think it's gonna be like two something. Maybe I'm looking a little bit over 200 for these particular ducks. I just looked real quick. And the underwear is pretty much threw me off because I was at 380 for underwears. That's insane. But I know people will actually pay that. So we'll see how that goes with that, man. But like I said, like I said, the ducks, those definitely will sell out. It's just gonna see how we're gonna go on the retail market, especially because to stock X resale market. It probably go no more past maybe about 4, maybe about 5. It's not gonna be crazy amount of money, but you gotta think about it. Like these is gonna be like a stable in the community, especially in Cactus Play Flea Market, and at the same time too, to see if they're gonna get any type of resale market margin when it comes to that. I think it's gonna probably be like over $100 maybe over retail. I think it ain't gonna go too much because people still got their eyes and want to see how these Travis is gonna go. The Travis is already like 2K right now. But we'll see how it's gonna go once they drop the release and see where it's gonna stand at, especially when it comes to trying to see how these gonna go. What's going on, guys? Make sure you hit that like button. Let me know you guys are in here. Like I said, definitely Cactus Play Flea Markets we're gonna be dropping soon. Like I said, Travis Scott's those will be dropping somewhat tonight or tomorrow. So just be ready for those. Like I said, make sure you have your notifications on his website, or also make sure y'all have your emails on, especially for his website. Sign up for it so y'all can be able to get in the loop with that because he definitely gonna be sending out emails to let people know of his release and also his merch probably for these two as well for the fragments because he did that last time. So I'm not surprised he's gonna do it again on his website again. So just be ready. Like I said, these will be dropping soon, Travis Scott. So if you're not in the loop, you're gonna miss out. So I would suggest to subscribe to the channel and also just stay around the live so I give y'all the info so y'all can be able to tap in, especially when it comes to trying to get into these releases. Because Travis gonna drop his. Don't worry about it. They will be dropped. But at the same time, it's 5 people in here. But same time, be aware that these Cactus Play flea markets will be getting you definitely some info, especially when it comes to that on their website. Definitely be dropping in a few hours, so just be mindful. They will be dropping soon. It definitely gonna be crazy how stuff gonna be. Definitely be crazy. It's gonna be how to beat. Okay, okay. But make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all like this live as well. Like I said, guys, the Cactus Play Flea Markets will be dropping soon. Be mindful, like these will be dropping within an hour and a half. If you're into those ducks, go for them. Like I said, it's gonna be 4 different colorways. Be mindful, like I said, it's gonna be a queue up, so make sure y'all be ready for that. It's definitely gonna be crazy how things gonna go, especially when it comes to that. And at the same time, man, you definitely want to miss out, man. Like I said, you got the Travis's coming soon. Like I said, he'll probably be dropping his tomorrow night. Also, sneakers will be dropping the next day, especially on Saturday. So just be ready for that as well. It's definitely gonna be crazy how that's gonna go. But just be ready, man. Like I said, it's gonna be crazy. I'm humble and read my comments. Okay. I already copped 'em. Okay, congrats, man. If you already got them, man. But it's gonna be crazy how these Travis Scott's gonna drop, man. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be crazy how these things gonna be. Well, it's not late because I could have got them 6 months ago. I could have been had those. I know people that have these Travis Scotts already. I'm just getting y'all the info so y'all can be able to get them, for retail. I already technically already have them, but I don't need to have them. I don't have to have them because I already have Travis Scotts already. But at the same time, The Cactus Play flea markets will be dropping soon. Today, make sure y'all also go on their website and get in that queue so y'all miss out on the queue because it's gonna be 4 different colorways. Um, it's gonna be crazy how stuff gonna be, especially when it comes to just um, maintaining these shoes. But overall, it's just gonna be crazy how stuff goes, especially when it comes to trying to obtain these. Um, Travis Scott's is gonna be crazy how that's gonna be with that, because people want to go after them. Nobody don't own Travis's, so they definitely gonna try to get them. Especially want to get them for retail. People got their eyes on 'em, like some people in this chat. They got their eyes on them, but they talk about they don't have them, but they want the Travis's. But overall, it's definitely gonna be crazy how this release gonna go, especially when it comes to Travis Scott's and how they gonna maintain to try to get these. Because like I said, it's only 40K pairs, man. It's definitely 40K pairs, and people, are just gonna try to grab these. They want them. Like I said, we don't know. This may be the last pair Travis Scott ever dropped. We don't know. Because these, it's been some mix going around. He talking about he gonna leave Nike, going to Adidas. So we don't know what's gonna happen. This may be his last silhouette. We don't know what's behind doors when it comes to certain things. But like I said, as of now, please make sure y'all have info, especially have emails on notifications, so you be able to get into there. When Travis Scott do drop them, he definitely send out emails to let people know. These will be dropping on his site, and also, like I said, they will be dropping on sneakers. So, because at first they wasn't gonna drop them on sneakers, so I guess people was complaining about it, and word went out, and they changed it around. And they said they're gonna put it on sneakers. So, hopefully they do a Leo drop. If they do a Leo drop, that'd be fine. If they do a draw, it's pretty much over with. It's like it's no chance of that, or definitely they do EA. It's definitely it's no chance of that. But like I said, guys, like I said, Cactus Play flea markets are dropping today. It's definitely gonna be a crazy situation with these. Like I said, knowing that we got less than an hour for these, at the same time, it's gonna be 4 colorways. You got opportunity. You got 4 different opportunities to get these. So same time, like I said, it's definitely gonna be a crazy release for these. Like I said, get ready for the queue there, because they're definitely gonna have a queue up for those. So just be ready, like within about 45 minutes before the hour start for the release. Um, whew, sorry guys, early in the morning. Um, like I said, just be ready. Like I said, it's definitely gonna drop. I don't want y'all to miss out, because a lot of people try to go after these and say they're gonna try to resell for these. So just be mindful. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be a crazy release for these, and I don't want y'all to miss out, especially try to get these for retail. What's going on? Hi, what's going on, Albert? Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. If y'all haven't yet, y'all gonna miss out on the opportunities for these releases gonna coming out. From now all the way up to December, it's gonna be some fire releases, man. I just want y'all to stand in loop to where y'all can be able to get these for retail, so y'all not go on the aftermarket and paying resale for them. I don't want y'all to pay resale. We tell you retail over here. If you have to pay for resale, then that's a different story. But certain shoes, especially with how the market is, especially how sneakers are, they sitting now, it ain't even worth a lot of these shoes going, go paying resale for. But we got some that's are resale worthy right now, especially. Hi, what's going on? Hi from Malaysia. Thank you for watching this from the States. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know you ain't here. Show some love to for this person from Malaysia. It's always some love, especially come from overseas, and be showing some love. Definitely appreciate you taking your time to come, show some love on the lives. Like I said, it's definitely, like I said, just try to make sure y'all get the info, especially for these releases for the Cactus Play flea markets, and also the Travis Scott. So we'll be dropping soon, sometime tonight or tomorrow. So just be mindful. They definitely going to be a crazy week right now, especially for these releases. Like I said, you got the Cactus Play flea market dunks. They're gonna be dropping within less than an hour, and then, like I said, you got the Travis's gonna be dropping soon, within tonight or tomorrow night. So I just want y'all to stay in the loop and be ready, because, like I said, it's only 40K pairs, so you don't want to miss out on that. Sending love from Sister. Hey, thank you for showing the love here too as well, man. Thank you for the showing love from the States. Thank you for showing some love, showing coming on here on this live. I definitely appreciate you, man. Make sure you hit that like button, and since you subscribe to the channel, I definitely appreciate you. Good morning, wife. I definitely definitely appreciate everybody that's showing up, even though I only have a few people, but it's okay. We gonna keep going, so I'm gonna keep continue to give y'all more info, especially because of the content, especially for the Travis Scott's update, and also for these Cactus Play flea markets. It's definitely going to be an interesting release for these. Like I said, it's going to be 4 colorways. It'll definitely be dropping on the site. If you like those, please make sure you go to the website so you'll be able to get into the queue. So you don't miss out on that. I would sub if you play games or play with Legos. Well, if I have kids that play, but you can like and subscribe to the channel. Also, like I said, I have info, especially when it comes to just Travis Scott's and just sneaker related content. But like I said, definitely these Cactus Black flea markets will be dropping soon. Shout out from Utah. Oh, shout out, man, from Utah, man. Thank you for the love, man. Make sure you like that button, subscribe to the channel, man. Show some love, man. Like I said, we're definitely talking about these Cactus Black flea markets. We'll be dropping within an hour, and also we got the Travis Scotts. Will be dropping sometime tonight and then or tomorrow night. But I'm sure it's probably tomorrow night because they'll be dropping on the sneakers app on Saturday because they definitely gonna do a drop there. So just be mindful. Like I said, just be ready. Make sure you have your emails on. Make sure you have notifications. Go to the Travis Scott website. Sign up for it so you can be able to get into the loop for that. Because he definitely gonna also show. He gonna put out his merch. So just be ready. So if he put out his merch, know the shoes gonna come right behind it. So just be mindful. They definitely will be dropping soon. But like I said, the Cactus Play Flea Markets will be dropping today on their site today within less than 40 minutes. I don't want y'all to miss out on it. So if y'all want those, make sure y'all go on their website so you get in the queue. So you be able to get those for retail, and hopefully you get an opportunity to try to grab them. I'm making a book. I will learn Slovenia, Denmark, Netherlands. Hey, go for it, man. It's always good to learn a different language, man. That's a definitely plus to learn a different language because it help your intelligence, make you smarter. But definitely a good thing to do that, man. Like I said, kudos to you. I'll definitely give a thumbs up for that. But like I said, guys, the Cactus Play flea markets will be dropping soon on their website. If you want to go after those, they should stay in the queue. They definitely will be doing that, especially when it comes to that. And just want to be mindful when it comes to trying to get into that website because it's going to go into the queue, and be ready for it because it's going to be a lot of people trying to go after these, especially for the price. I mean, not a lot of people will go after those underwears because nobody paying $400 for no underwears. That's insane. I know that's crazy how that is, especially them even charging that type of money for that particular shoe. But like I said, they Cats Play Flea Market, they can do what they want to do. They can do what they want to do. But like I said, guys, Travis Scott's gonna be dropping soon. If you're trying to go after those, be ready for that. Like I said, they will be dropping on this website. Make sure you be ready for that over there. Make sure you have emails. Sign up for this site over there so you be able to get the info and the alerts for that. And also, they'll be dropping on the sneakers app. So, like I said, it's only gonna be 40K pairs. So, be mindful of that. It's not gonna be a lot of pairs. It's definitely gonna be highly limited, and it's gonna be a full size run. So I don't want y'all to miss out on that to where you can try to get an opportunity to get these shoes. But like I said, just be mindful. Like they're definitely only gonna be 40,000 pairs. 40,000 pairs is not a lot, especially worldwide. Especially when we got a lot of people trying to go after these. Let alone people going to have the bots and the resellers. They gonna try to destroy these shoes so they can try to get them and resell them. But like I said, be mindful they will be dropping on his website and also on sneakers. But today, like I said, they're gonna have the Cactus Black flea markets, ducks, lows will be dropping on their website soon within less than an hour. So if y'all going after those, please be ready for that because they're gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, but like I said, just be in there because get ready for the queue so you can be able to get them for retail. Hopefully, you can get inside in there and be able to get in there with a smooth checkout, so you don't have no problems trying to get in there. So you can be able to get them for retail because it's gonna be crazy how that's gonna turn out on their website. And it's gonna be 4 different colorways. Like I said, if you try to go after those, get 4 chances, man. 4 chances. So be mindful what color you're going after because the bots gonna try to go after all of them. They gonna try to get what they can get, especially if they can get it for resale. So just be mindful of that. I want y'all to get them for retail, cause like I said, once it hit on the resale market, it's probably like no more than $300-$400 at least for these shoes. Plus, once people start getting them on hand, probably going down a little bit lower. So we'll see how it goes with that. Like I said, people tends to worry about certain shoes as hype because hype moves in mysterious ways. So they're gonna try to find out, what people want, and they're gonna go into demand for it. So, and that's where they're gonna target, and that's where they're gonna make the resale, and that's where they're gonna make the extra money. But like I said, we got Travis Scott's coming soon. if you're going after those, let me know in the comments if y'all going after Travis Scott's. Like I said, it's a fragment. It's the most anticipated shoe for 2025. If you want those, just be mindful. Like those is going to be a crazy release for those because, like I said, it's only 40K pairs. 40K. It's not a lot of pairs, man. So we'll just see how this is going to go, especially when it comes to Travis Scott's and how they're going to turn out, especially trying to maintain these so you can get them for the retail game, so you don't have to pay $2,000 or $3,000 for these. It's not worth it, especially the way our times are right now. It's definitely not worth it. So like I said, everybody just try to just do put their eggs in different baskets by going to his website and going on sneakers. So that's usually how most sneakerheads go. They try to get them on this website, or if they don't hit on there, they go on sneakers so they can try to maintain. If not, they just have to just chalk it up and go pay resale fees. But we ain't trying to look in that mentality to try to pay resale for these because it's not that time right now for those. Really not. Butch, good morning. I felt my chances for retail. Uh, Retail Tokyo's was low, so I had a third party there. Yeah, sometimes you have to, man. I mean, it's because depending how the numbers are, numbers could be low. So a lot of the bots, they try to get them, they hold them. So it's kind of like it's a hit or miss. But sometimes you got to bite the bullet and pay resale for sure. If you want it, you got to pay to play. You know how it goes. But Travis is a different ball game, especially though, because a lot of people want Travis Scott's, man. A lot of them. And it's just crazy how stuff, are, especially when it comes to just Travis Scott's. Because when that season comes, and people want it, and people gonna go after it. Even just the merch. I mean, I wore one of the fragment shirts that he wore that he put out the last release he had him, and I wore that yesterday. But I didn't have the Travis Scott fragments, but I just had the fragment dunks. But like I said, he gonna have the merch out. He's gonna have that out first, and then once he had merch out, the actual shoe gonna come out, or he might do that, first and then the merch. He might go both. Next on my list is our three CFFM dunks coming out today. Yeah, like I said, today is today. Come out less than an hour, so be ready, man. Like I said, it's gonna be four different chances. So it's gonna be crazy how it's gonna go, man. Like I said, you don't want to miss out on it because, like I said, even though they're gonna drop on there, don't forget they may drop on sneakers. So don't forget just because they drop it on Kickz Play Flea Market doesn't mean they're not gonna drop on sneakers because Nike may drop them on sneakers. So just don't count that out too as well, because Nike is just gonna see how Kickz Play Flea Market gonna do on their site, and then they be like, all right, we're gonna drop them on our site. So just be mindful. They will probably drop it on sneakers, at least one or two of those pairs. So like I said, today's Kickz Play Flea Market. They're gonna move today. Like I said, I'm 100% sure these not gonna be sitting. But at the same time, we'll see how it goes. If they're going on the retail market, I'm in the resale market because once the people start figuring it out, sorry, y'all. Once people start figuring it out, once they start getting their pairs in, then that's where we'll see where the market is when it comes to that. Because people are gonna see what they are, and they might not like them. They're gonna sell them, or they're gonna dump them back on the market, and then, like I said, that's where you'll know where you get your paying price for. But like I said, guys, people got their more eyes on the Travis's more than anything. So, like I said, you only got 40K pairs that's literally releasing on sneakers. So you gotta be ready, and then on Travis Scott website. So we gotta see how many pairs is gonna drop on Travis's, and then that's how we're gonna determine how many is gonna be on sneakers. But 40K total, 40K. So it's not a lot of pairs. So like I said, guys, no. This is gonna be an interesting week for releases, especially for these two just alone. And it's gonna be crazy how stuff gonna turn out. Cause Travis is gonna be Travis. It's Travis season. He gonna do what he does. And like I said, and then like Catch Play Flea Market with them $400 underwears. Like that's crazy. Like that's crazy, man. $400 for some underwears. Like I just try to click on it and see if it was like a glitch or something. No, it's actually $400 for some underwears. Like that's crazy. They gonna move. I sold my CLP for Air Force One Black pair for 2 months ago for $800. Oh yeah, I mean I agree. I mean that's at the time before the actual release, but like I said, once people start getting them on hand, and if they don't like them, they gonna throw them on the market, and then that's when the price will get lower. It's just right now, it'll be high right now because nobody ain't got them on hand yet. But once people start getting them on hand and they don't like them, then the price gonna go down. They gonna go down. I will see this probably not gonna be by no more than $450 shoe. It's not gonna go no more than that because a lot of cactus play flea markets don't really go for much, especially the way how stuff is with the market and way how the people are with just with Jordan and stuff. They not spending that type of money on shoes like that. It's a lot of money right now, and like I said, people want Travis Scott, so they gonna try to go after those more or anything because that's just the more hype shoe or the brick by bricks. And but we don't know if they even gonna bring a re-release back on those again. So that's pretty much done. So and then undefeated. So even undefeated they really do much. But the only reason why they didn't do much because the quality control is crap. That's the thing. So that's a lot of it that went with the price and just the resale with that because a lot of people got their pairs. They got them in and then like the quality issue that was on it. They end up reselling them and they only sold it for like pretty much what they are right now, around a little bit over $300. No more, no less than that. Like I said, it just depends on what people think. Once they get them on hand, and then if they don't like them, then they're gonna put it back on the market, and that's gonna determine your sales. But like I said, guys, Cactus Play flea markets will be dropping soon on the sneakers app. Too, so don't be mindful of that. They just gonna drop theirs on their site today, and they definitely gonna sell out. Like I said, there's three colorways, but like I said, you got four chances. But definitely the fourth chance is gonna be on sneakers because, like I said, Nike gonna drop those on their site. I guarantee they're gonna drop it because, like I said, that's part of their shoe. So I cannot see theirs not sneakers. So we just got an opportunity today to get them, and then you got another opportunity when they probably do something crazy. They probably would drop on the same time Travis Scott drop his. But I just hope that Travis Scott don't do no EA or he don't do no drawing because by the looks of it, every Travis Scott that I know of, he did drawing. So hopefully he don't do a drawing on these. I hope not. It's definitely gonna toughen the chances for us to try to get these. So we'll see how this gonna go, man. It's just gonna be crazy how this gonna go. But like I said, Cactus Play Flea Markets is gonna drop today, right in less than an hour, probably about an hour and a half. I say it's around 11:30. Um, but like I said, I pretty much was blowing my mind with these $400 underwears. Like that's insane to me. Like they actually had that up there, and people think they really think people gonna buy $400 underwears. Like that's crazy. Like it costs more than the shoe. You buy two pairs of the dunks than the shoe. Like I get it because the hype is a big trend of the company they trying to do to where they trying to be stand out more than the obvious by selling certain stuff, but $400 for some underwears, that's crazy to me. I can make you underwears for $400, but it's just crazy how hype was moving mysterious ways. I hit on the last Travis Scott drop. Delete your beautiful man. Hopefully my account's still high. Well, only reason why a lot of people hit on those. No, actually, the green ones came out, but I hit on those too. But that's because a lot of people didn't want them, so they figured they could give it to the people that actually did want them, and that's what happened. But a lot of people ain't messing with those field jacks like that. They want the Travis Scott Jordans. Like, it's just the way how people are, man. They very particular on their shoes. They gonna spend the money how they want to spend their money on their shoes, but Field Jacks ain't, it's not a lot of people's eye catchers right now, especially that. And then, the Jumpman Jacks, those wasn't like, I mean, I get it because Travis Scott trying to do his own different silhouette, but a lot of people want the Jordan. If it ain't with collab with Jordan, they ain't messing with it. And it's just sad because they all Travis Scotts. Even just with the trainers, a lot of people just dumped the trainers because there was so many pairs. The resellers couldn't make no money off of it. They dumped all those pairs. Now they all sitting around all on Go and Star X, and they going for nothing. Man, they Travis Scott. So I own both of those pairs. Both colorways, and it's sad because it's still a Travis Scott. It's just not super hyped like it was the Jordans. And that's what people want. They want the hype stuff, the Jordan fragments of Travis Scott's, and they're gonna go after those. Like I said, 40K pairs is gonna be dropping within 2 days, and it's gonna be crazy how this release is gonna be, especially with these Travis Scotts, because people want them. Like I said, people don't even own Travis Scotts right now, but they gonna try to go after those, and they don't want to pay resale for them. That's the thing. They don't want to pay resale for them, and I get it. I mean, the way how the times is right now, and the way how the market is, they ain't trying to spend $500-$600 on no Travis Scotts. No, No way, no how. And I get it. I definitely get it. Because a lot of $500-$600 you can do a lot with shoes. A lot of them you can do. I moved two pairs of Travis Scott's Air Max 270s. People barely want them now. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. People is not really buying those shoes like that because they want the hype stuff. They want Travis Scott Fragment Jordans or Travis Scott Jordan. They not messing with anything that's out the perimeter when it comes to Travis Scott's. Even if it have his name on it, they not messing with it. If it's not the best model, they not going after that. Like I said, even with the Air Force Ones when they came out, Air Force Ones did okay, but when he did that all white one, that Utopia on the side, that didn't do nothing. That definitely they dumped those. They didn't even nobody even want those because it was just predominantly it was all predominant white shoe with it just a little logo that said Utopia on it. It's just people is not buying those shoes. They want to get what they want. People are choosy now. They're not going to be buying certain shoes because they had Travis Scott's on it, and it's proven fact because they throw it back on the market, and that's what they do, and they don't go for nothing. But like I said, people definitely gonna go after these Travis Scotts. So like I said, a lot of people don't own them, and people want the Travis Scott Jordans. And every time people get an opportunity of them, they gonna try to go after it. That's just point blank. And they gonna go after these fragments, especially being a three collab because it's Jordan, Fragment, and Travis Scott. So they gonna try to go after these. These are definitely hot right now, and they gonna go after them. So they gonna make sure like I said, make sure you get on that website, Travis Scott. Get that email locked in so you get the notification because you're gonna send out a notification. And also, like I said, it's gonna be on sneakers. So you got two opportunities to get these before they even hit on the resale market. So we gotta see, just had the lucky the sneaker guys bless us so we can be able to get these for that retail. That's all what we worried about. Cause if we can get that, we are good as gold, especially when it comes to that. But we just gotta see what they gonna do. Like I said, it should drop sometime tonight or tomorrow night. Travis gonna drop those. I know his merch probably gonna be up first, and then his actual shoe gonna be up because they supposed to be released on the 20th. That's what we got all the info when they supposed to drop. So it's coming soon. Today's the 17th. So we gotta see what it's gonna do. Like I said, it's gonna drop tonight or it's gonna drop tomorrow night. But I can see, like I said, no later than tomorrow night. Because like I said, they're gonna drop. They gotta drop on sneakers. So we gotta see. You gotta wait. You got the emails out. Make sure you put the email in, get that alert, and then we gonna be on there together. Like I said, definitely just be ready. Like I said, those will be dropping soon on the sneakers app. Right now, we got this Cactus Play flea markets. Those will be dropping soon in about an hour. So just be ready for that because they're gonna drop. But got three different chances. Like I said, it's definitely gonna drop on sneakers. So, like I said, it's possible they'll drop on Friday or they'll drop on actual Saturday on release day for sneakers for those Cakes Play flea markets. I'm not gonna see these not disappearing. These gonna drop on sneakers. So you just have to just be ready for that because they want to just Nike just want to see how they gonna do well on their site with that shoe. If it's gonna flop there. If it's gonna flop, then yeah, they may put it on there still, but they know they not gonna put as much pairs, or they may put them all just to get out of here. Cause Nike try not to hold those shoes at all. They don't want to try to hold no shoes. But like I said, we'll see how these releases gonna go. I just know it's gonna be a crazy release for both of these. So we'll see how it goes, man. Like I said, just on here, just trying to talk to you guys, especially when it comes to these Travis Scotts and these Cactus Play flea markets and them $400 underwears. That's crazy. Like that's crazy for being able to put that up there. Like they thought that was okay to put $400 underwears up there. Like those better have everything what I need when it comes to that underwear, especially when it comes to that. It's just crazy. They would price that for $380. Like, man, like it gotta be the best material in the world for that to be $400, It has to be. It ain't no way that anybody will pay that type of money. Even if I had the money, I still wouldn't pay for that. For some $400 underwears. Like, that's crazy. Even Gucci and Louis Vuitton, they make no underwears, and they ain't got to that stature paying put it up for no $400. But I mean, everybody moves different when it comes to height. But that's crazy. But like I said, guys, it's gonna be crazy today for these Cactus Play flea markets. Make sure y'all be ready, stay in the loop for that. Like I said, definitely gonna see how that goes with that. I was just talking to you guys for a little while, so make sure y'all get in the loop, especially for these releases, especially for that, and also for the Travis Scotts. We'll be dropping sometime tonight or tomorrow night. Yeah, $133 each. Right, absolutely. Too much money. But that's crazy just to be spending on some underwear. That's insane for me. It's just crazy how, just like I said, hype move in mysterious ways. They more in Supreme, and Supreme ain't that much money, but it's just crazy how the hype goes. I'm not mad about it, man. Hey, if they want to price it, people gonna buy it. I just won't be me buying it. Just overall, it's crazy how just the sneaker community, the way how stuff is, and just how it's moving in mysterious ways. And like I said, you had Shattered Backboard sitting, you had Aqua 8 sitting. Like, those was most coveted shoes, and they just sitting, man. Slowly sitting. They moving a little bit. They slowly sitting. The Reimagine UNCs, all these shoes are sitting. It's crazy how it's just way how the market is now. It's just changing. It's changing. It's not changing for the bad. It's changing for the good. So I'm not mad about it. I'm definitely not mad about it. But like I said, guys, we got less than an hour, especially for these Cactus Play flea markets. If you're going after those, make sure y'all get into that site so y'all get into that queue so y'all can be able to get in there. Hopefully, y'all get in there and get a smooth checkout. Hopefully the bots ain't go over there sharking around right now, which I'm sure they are. But like I said, we got the Travises probably dropping later on sometime tonight or later on tomorrow night. Because like I said, they will be dropping soon. So just be mindful these will be dropping. But at the same time, guys, I'm about to get off here on this live. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this live. Like I said, it definitely was a treat to be able to talk to you guys, especially with these releases and how stuff is going to turn out. And at the same time, way how stuff is going to be when it comes to Travis Scott website. So at the same time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this channel. Like I always say, man, make sure you hug your loved ones because the next time I see him again, definitely will be back on here soon tomorrow, especially if it comes to the Travis Scott watch. So make sure y'all stay in the loop for that. And at the same time, we'll be ready for on Sneakers app. So at the same time, hug your loved ones because the next time I see him again. Thank you for coming on here. Good luck, everybody. Yes, good luck. Make sure y'all have that good energy, man, because it's going to be crazy, man. But I want y'all to get it for retail. So at the same time, hug your loved ones because next time you see him again, I'll see y'all in the next live. Y'all have a great, great, great Wednesday. Peace.